I want to spoil the answers because it's Twitch. Yep, you're good, you're good. Okay. Heck yeah. I'm watching the stream. Is my camera that slow? Whoa! Why? Internet! What are you doing? Mm-hmm. I mean, we can switch to Skype real quick. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. I'm even just running like a speed test right now because that is it should not be me, and if it is, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, no, that's not me. I'm sitting at 160. So, all right. All right, cool. Let me pop down from the video and have Skype. That would be funny. I would like to download you. I would love a box of whales. It's a snack? No, enlighten me. What? Dang. Okay, real talk. Anything is healthier than goldfish. Oh, look, I'm already signed in. Oh, no, now I have to remember my password. Nope, I have to log in. Yeah, well, we're going to play this game now. Hardcore F. Let me just reset it. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Oh, I do have an authenticator app. Maybe I don't have to go. Yeah, do I have an authenticator app? Probably not. Let's use a different verification. Yeah, text me. Because this is super professional. I am hashtag professional streamer. Yeah, right? I think. I think. Oh, my account has been recovered. Fantastic. I mean, we could talk about the Hearthstone. Yeah. No, don't capture that camera. Capture this camera. Hey, hello, it's my face. Doing the thing. All right. Yes, cool. Now, what is my account name? Okay. Cool. Thank you. There you are. Bammy. Okie dokie. Oh, thank you. It's like 1,000,000,000 years old. When I was young. They do live for a very long time. Wish I lived for that long. I'm already there. Perfect. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? That's some hardcore truth. Not gonna lie about that. Life's been good. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I just it's magical. It doesn't yes. I've had orange, pink, blue, and other like natural colors. Yeah, orange is probably my favorite. It's like my favorite color. So it's good. It's a solid color, but yeah, actually I just bought a bleach kit, so it's gonna go back to being I'm trying to get it white. The goal is to slowly make it white. Hopefully for cosplay in the near future. So yeah. So trying to get that white. Hey, oh wow, that looks much better.
Yes, it does.
I feel better.
Yeah, I feel better too.
That was Discord.
That was very much Discord, and this is the reason why you don't do it. This is why you go old school and download 2007 Skype, so that way you can get all the boxes and thing. This is the trouble being a producer, but it comes with the territory.
Yes, it does.
All right, cool. Now I'm gonna grab one more drink for the road, then we're good to go. Damn, we're so professional. Ignore me. Gnomes the professional one. Thank God there's some professionality around here.
That would be you, not me.
Please, somebody has to. I can't be it.
Let me do this while you vibrate now. No, 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 no. Make sure I'm hosting.
Here we go. Ah! Oh, God. Webcam, why? Don't do it. Don't fall off. There we go. Alright, cool. Whew. Should be good to go. And, alright. Let's do this, Gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Awesome.
Let's do this.
Alright, cool. Support for, hold on, I gotta actually pull up my sponsors. Support for this podcast comes from Dark Silverforge. Had a like cool D&D Cthulhu stuff and other accessories in tabletop gaming. Head over to darksilverforge.com and use the promo code B&B Tavern for 10% off your purchase. Yep, that's all the sponsors we have. Now on with the show. Intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to B&B Tavern Show Tavern Talk. I am your host, Bemmy, where we take extraordinary people of extraordinary measures to make imaginary friends with stats and numbers. And it is your friendly neighborhood storyteller. I'm Bemmy, of course, like I said earlier. With me, we have a fantastic guest. There's no spoilers because they're right here, right before my very eyes. And they look super amazing. Why don't you talk about yourself, friend? Oh my gosh, yes, look at this. Look at this face. This is the most oh, yes, look at the goatee and everything. Just the glorious beard, the hair. Oh, I wish I could have hair like that. I'm jelly.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes.
Glorious beard goes to you.
Oh, well,
Look
thank
at
you. Yes.
Oh, God, goals.
I know. All you have to do is convert to Judaism and then you're all good to go.
I'm already a Jew.
What? Oh my god, Jew
Yeah.
buddies! High
Part
five!
of the tribe.
Oh
Oh
my god,
yes.
dude, you need to come
It's
to New
proud of
Orleans.
you, my
Dude,
friend.
you need to come to New Orleans because there's an LGBT Hanukkah party I go to sometimes in New Orleans, and it's so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, there was there was a transgender Israeli that came and did like the whole like prayer services and everything. Then we had the second woman rabbi in New Orleans. It was so cool.
Oh my god,
It,
what an experience.
it was truly
That's
magical.
incredible.
Oh, loved it.
I'm jealous now. I'm may have to come swing
Don't
on
be
down to
jealous.
New
Come
Orleans.
on down. Come on down to the bayou. But anyways, first time, come on down to the show. Tell us a little bit about who you are, my friend.
Oh, well, my name is Gnome, and I am a person on the internet who does lots of internet-y things, but mostly lots of tabletop role-playing and writing and editing and social media stuffs that involves the tabletop role-playing community. So, yeah.
Nice. What are some shows that people can find you on and stuff like that? Like, I know you're on like Encounter Roleplay and all that jazz, and you also do like a cool LAN D&D session, which is kind of more of a unicorn experience nowadays in this age of D&D digitalness.
Kind of, yeah, yeah. So, right now, yes, I do play on Counterplay Twitch channel. I am the dungeon master of a show called Little Busters, which is a Tales from the Loop game. If you like 1980s and you like sci-fi movies from the 1980s, like The Goonies and Explorers and Short Circuit,
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like all of the best things about the 80s, but set in this like really clunky sci-fi world. It is a phenomenal setting. It's probably my favorite game I've ever played, and we have a show about it with some amazing folks on Encounter Roleplay. So that's a lot of fun, and that goes every Wednesday through April. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a very fun one.
Nice.
I am also on the Rise of the Demigod podcast / Twitch show. I play Theodore Soldaya, and that is an all LGBT D&D 5th edition rules game set in the world of God's Fall. So it is ran by Aram, who does the God's Fall podcast as well, and it takes place. I should know this, like 5 or 10 years before the actual war of the gods, and shit goes down.
Yeah.
And then God's Fall picks up. So basically all of our characters are doomed, no matter what we do anyways. So it'll be fun. It's great. Hashtag no spoilers.
Oh, that always feels like a mood in just any D&D campaign you play, or one shot. Just everybody, like,
Yeah.
I just would enter so many one shots where basically some of it was like it was something you couldn't handle. You're dead. Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
That was the game. What so it's super awesome to see in their LGBT podcast come into the
Yeah.
radar of D&D, like along with Prison Pals and a bunch of other awesome influential podcasts like that. So what is the goal? What is the theme of this one? As like you said, it's demigods and whatnot, and just it's like sort of a prequel, if you will, of like the current podcast they're doing. So I'm
Yeah.
interested in like what are they trying to do to facilitate this? Like what is the message that they're trying to send here with this campaign?
So, I mean, one of the core things that we definitely are really proud of is that it's an entire LGBT cast. There's somebody that represents some part of that rainbow in there, and it comes out in our characters as well. Which is just really fantastic because to me, in particular, representation is so important, and I identify as trans. So
Right.
one thing that I saw that was really lacking in not just the TTRPG community, but like the games that we play, is a lack of trans identifying characters. So it was really important to me that I also play a trans character. So Tio is trans, and it's something that we'll be exploring throughout the show. It's kind of come out a little bit, like in a couple scenes so far, but it's something that we'll develop along the way. But essentially, Rise of the Demigods is a school of demigods. It's kind of like your Harry Potter of sorts.
Oh, is it like Percy Jackson?
It's a little like Percy Jackson. And I say that I've actually never Percy Jackson.
It's
And I feel
okay. I
really
only saw the
bad.
movie once, and that was it. I never read the
It
books.
seems really good.
It
It was just
does. It does. It's just
I
that
was
I was always
older.
thinking
No.
it's a school for the kids of
Yeah,
gods.
yeah, and that's what it is. So we're all like age like
Daycares.
14 through 18, and
Nice.
we were just coming, like we just found out that we are demigods, so we're learning about like all of our abilities and
Holy
stuff,
shit,
and
that's a lot to
what we're the
take in.
demigod of, and like what
And
we
then
can
you're also trying to
command.
discover yourself. You're like,
Exactly,
oh
like a normal
man,
teenager,
yeah, that's okay. That's cool.
like
I
you
like
do.
that. Oh
Yeah,
man.
so it's this whole like and there's like this mystery that's going on behind the scenes, like something fishy's going on in the school, but we really don't quite know. Nobody's really being honest with us. A lot of the kids were actually like forcefully stripped away from their homes
Oh
to
Jesus.
attend this school, because one of the things about being a demigod is in the first God's War, which was like 100 years ago or so,
Yeah.
it was agreed upon, like the gods were having too many babies. So there was a limit to
Really?
how many babies the gods could have or could claim as their own.
Okay.
Otherwise, they were up to be killed. So if you want to be claimed, you now have to attend this school to basically like prove that you're worthy.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's kind of messed up.
That's like messed
But
up in a
also,
cool way.
yeah.
It's like very well thought out lore. You kind of like you go like
Yeah.
that's really creepy, but it's very well imaginative and formulated.
Yeah. Yeah, Aram is an incredible storyteller, and just first off has an amazing radio voice, and just really knows how to draw out stories for people and with people. And the Rise of Demigods is actually like a core lore book that was on Kickstarter, and so like the God's Fall setting was also on Kickstarter. So those are both now out in the wild. No, Rise isn't out in the wild yet. It is still currently being written. But yeah, it's a like a 5th edition supplement. So we use D&D 5e rules, with the exception of like we have things like our god powers are known as divinity powers. So there's like a whole bunch of different other cool things that we can do that you couldn't quite do in 5th edition. So different like powers activate in a different way. You have a different stat modifier that is used to control your divine powers. So it's a lot of fun. It's a crazy world. It is really well thought out and very easy to get into, especially if you want to play like like just that like young coming of age type story, or you want to start and be one of the professors, or just there's a whole world of Calgon you can really go do what want. You're a demigod. You can be a god even. So it just depends on whatever you want to do. You can do it. It's really cool.
That is really cool. And like, are these necessarily homebrew deities or deities that have been created? Or not? I just said the same thing twice. I'm sorry. Are these already? are these homebrew, or are these things that you can find within the books?
You could find the gods and some of the demigods within the book. So there's a whole pantheon already structured for the world of Calgon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're currently trying to figure out who our daddy gods are, or who our mommy gods are, or who our parent gods are. Some of us know, some of us don't. So, it'll be kind of interesting to see how that unfolds. And then, you can also just go make your own. Like the other day on Twitter, I was asking people like, hey, what would you be the demigod of? And there was like responses like naps.
Okay.
I would subscribe to that demigod. I would worship at that church, because who doesn't need a good nap every now and then? Then you have
feel
like
fully rejuvenated if you pray to them or
exactly.
something like that.
Mm-hmm. And there's things like like the demigod of books or condensation. Just it's pick something, pick an ideal, or pick something physical, and that is your domain, and you base your powers off of that domain. Plus you get a little boost from whoever your parent god was. So whether it was like the earth, the sun, the moon, the water, all sorts of stuff, and a lot of that's already in the book. So it's really helpful to kind of flip through and help you figure out what you want to play.
Nice. Well, I'm certainly sold to this. And where are people going to be able to listen to this? Because it seems like a really super cool big project that is going to help be very relatable to a lot of people, and maybe help inspire them in some ways to self-explore their self-identity.
Yeah, I really hope so. I think everybody that is part of this right now is, again, very connected to the LGBT community. We all identify as LGBT, and we wanted more representation. So like, there's already like a lot of weird like flirting and like shipping of stuff, and just like cool, but it's like relatable because it's the stuff that we would have wanted to probably see when we were younger. So
yeah, acceptance.
We could feel included. Exactly. So you can watch the Rise of Demigods is
teenagers
every Wednesday. Yeah, right. Is every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time.
Okay.
And we air. It's about like 1.5 to 2 hour long episodes. And a lot of the cast and crew are available there, and we're in chat, and we'll talk with you throughout the show. And then the podcast is available on iTunes and Google Play, basically wherever you can find podcasts. And then we upload the videos to YouTube as well, and you could just search for God's Fall or go to demigodsfall.com. It's all there.
It's all there all the time.
Yeah.
All that good D&D LGBT plus goodness.
Jeez.
Try to cram in as many letters as you can. But either way, we are here to cram in a brand new character and bring him to the world in some way, shape, or form with your beautiful mind. Now, obviously, you are in this whole D&D industry thing, so you clearly know how to make a character. So this is going to be a lot more relaxed, but basically it's going to be sort of like a 20Q, where I ask if you're bigger than a bread box. Are you a gnome or something else? We're about to figure this out as we go along and learn more about you as a person. And just, sort of, just get along, have some fun with this. Are you ready to character create?
Let's go there!
Yeah! All right. Well, starting off, our question that we start off, well, not to sound like a Pokemon professor, but are you a boy, a girl, or other?
Oh, well, I am a big fan of representation.
Right.
And to quote my dear friend Kika, if you see me playing a character, it's probably trans. So we'll go with other.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Other, fair. I still accept I've had transgender guests on the show before, and they have just gone with the gender that they identify as well. So when you go other, are you saying this for male trans or?
Yeah. I'll probably
then we'll just say male.
Voice that I know. So
yeah, that's fair. Then we'll just go male because you know either way, at the end of the day, you are a guy. And that is what you are. And we accept and love you for who you are, and you have wonderful hair.
Thank you.
And now on to the fun part, which is all the races. So now we're going to talk about all these official races, because there's a load of them, and I'm just going to run them down very quick. Yeah, all right, so here we go. We're going to be either Dragonborn, Dwarf, an Elf, a Gnome, and Half-Elf, a Halfling, a Half-Orc, a Human, Tiefling, Aarakocra, Genocide, Goliath, Ozimar, Bugbear, Furball, Goblin, Hobgoblin, Kenku, Kobold, Lizardfolk, Orc, Tabaxi, Triton, Wanti, or Feral Tiefling.
Can you say that again? I don't think I caught it.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sitting here with the D&D Beyond open. Now, normally, I play Gnome.
Right.
That is the kind
What
of...
a shocker!
Right?
Gnome!
Right? What?
You're telling me.
Gnomes?
Out of curiosity, what kind of gnome?
All
normally.
gnomes.
Oh, okay.
All gnomes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there was a particular subrace.
Nope, I played Fae, I've played Rock, I've played Sverneblin. I'm actually writing a snow gnome kind of supplement right now, so because I personally love the cold weather, and it doesn't seem like our small folk are represented very well in the icy lands of Icewind Dale. So I'm working on a little fun thing for that.
Would they be an Escanome then?
That didn't even cross my mind. I'm not that great with puns, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well played. So let's go. What do I never get to play?
That is a good question, because there is a specific race. For me, I like being tall because I'm super short. So a lot of the times I like to be a Furbolg, Hobgoblin, Goliath, or Half-Orc, or just something that just makes me feel tall. And I go for my theme is I go for big friendly giant characters. So I like to be sort of a Goliath cleric, where people are just like, oh, he's gonna smash me. He's like, no, I just want to lay on hands real quick, just help you.
Oh, I love that though. I love the. If I'm not the small gnome, I'm definitely the BF.
Yeah, exactly.
I play a Loxodon right now in another game.
What is a Loxodon?
Loxodon is from Magic the Gathering. They just released the Ravnica book, so it's all of MTG's lore, but playable for D&D 5th edition.
Right.
So the Loxodon is an elephant. It's an elephant. What?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just going. Oh, whoa! There is stuff here. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
Turtle, Gift, Changeling, Kalistar, Shifter, Warforged, Centaur, There's the Loxodon, a Minotaur, a Simic hybrid, a Vedalken. Hi, such a name.
It's amazing, the expanded universe, because now they have like the characters out and whatnot, and it's
look at all this.
I love it.
Oh my god! I just noticed all this. I just was like, it stopped at fair. I haven't gone. Okay, I haven't gone back into it. I'm DMing like 2 different campaigns right now, and like nobody's really gone beyond that stuff. They just gone for the generic like PHB couple of like. People have gone for a couple of Xanthar's guides and stuff like that, but like nobody's really gone for the crazy. Okay, cool, awesome.
I want to play the non-typical race. I'm a non-typical person. So.
Loxodon. Look at these people. It's like Babar, but D&D.
D&D Babar.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're a beautiful race. Like I enjoy their lore, and I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I have friends who like are addicted to it.
Sure.
And so they're always talking about like, oh yeah, this pack is coming out, and it's about this story, and I'm like, there's a story. So like that got me really interested in it, and then they published like the Ravnica book, and I was like,
they're from the same company, so sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's fantastic. It's really cool.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah. I've played let's see. I've done a Kalistar. I've done a Gith. I've been a Turtle. Turtles are really also fun.
Turtles are great. Cool. I have a wonderful like 1,000-year-old turtle that's just like named Fifth, and he just runs like a magic shop, and he's just like, you don't mess with me, whippersnapper. It's just like one of those guys. I love him so much.
Oh, it's so great. Oh no, this is so hard. Picking a race is they're so fun.
Yeah. Oh, the changeling, so cool.
Yeah, the changeling is really cool.
I have somebody that's a changeling. I have actually a couple of players that are changeling. They're really fun. I do personally do love me for books. So when you're visualizing this character right now, the one that we're creating right here, right now, what are you envisioning? Somebody tall? Somebody short? Like who are you feeling? Somebody in the middle? Do they have fur? Do they have smooth skin? Do they have stone skin? Are they?
I think I'm looking at the Triton.
Okay. So
a little
fish folk,
like underwater. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little different.
Okay, I like the Triton, so we're gonna go for the merfolk. Yeah. Are you gonna go for like one with a mertail or?
No, I think I do like they've got like the webbing. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, they got the web feet in the hands.
Like they're very like they've got like
Zorros.
fins on their legs and.
Yeah, they're very like Zorro from like Legend of Zelda. Except like with cool. Okay, so all right, we're gonna be a Triton. I dig it. Now, how old is this Triton? Let's get to let's get to the physical character descriptions of this.
Oh, how about this is an older adventure, so we could say like middle age.
Okay, middle age.
Yeah, they've been around.
See. They live up to 200 years. So what would be middle age? Would that be like maybe like 112 or something like that? That's just a number I spitballed there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what their like when they're technically considered
They
adults?
they reach
Trying to
maturity
find
at
that.
around the age of 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so like 100's fine.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
100,
I just
yeah,
found that. Yeah,
slap
15.
100 on there. Are you gonna go for the lawful good alignment, or are you gonna try to break the? I don't tend to like while D&D does have like lore and stuff like that. I like to go for the homebrew because I always feel like not all one race is the same thing. There's gonna be different
Right.
shapes and people and differences. So
Mhm.
like what do you feel? What do you envision? Is this the one that breaks the mold, or is this somebody that's kind of in line with it?
Excuse me. So I tend to excuse me again, sorry.
You're good.
Is this
You
dang
want?
old weather. 100-degree shift in weather has got me all
Oof.
fun.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I typically I play usually neutral good characters. I like and enjoy just standard heroic stories. I like heroes.
I like your
So I
too.
tend to play like neutral good, occasionally go lawful good, sometimes neutral
Okay.
last. So I think we'll stick with like neutral good. I think it's just something I enjoy to play.
All right, neutral good, fair enough. Just good folk go around, but not in line with anybody. It's always keeping to themselves. Now, how tall is this person? They reach middle age, so they can still be at their prime height. Let's see. They tend to
Well,
be 5 feet
they
tall.
tend to be as tall as me,
Oh,
so it's not very.
we're both in the short club, buddy. I don't know. Well, I guess we.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean,
No, 5 feet's
if
fine.
you're a method actor, you're gonna feel quite at home with this character.
Oh yeah, right. It'll be perfect. Yeah, we'll stick with the straight up 60 inches.
Okay, fair enough. Wow, is that? Oh, that is 5 feet, isn't it?
It's 5 feet.
You know what? You're quick maths. I can't maths.
I've been 5 feet since like 4th grade, so
Yeah,
I've just known this for years.
pretty much same here, buddy. Oh my god.
Oh, feel ya. I feel ya.
Oh my god, dude. It's both a blessing and a curse because we don't attract attention to ourselves too much. But man, if we want to try to get attention, it's just like, hey, over here, I'm talking.
Hello.
What's up?
Notice me, senpai.
Notice me, please. Let's see. So you speak also common primordial. That's pretty cool. Your swimming speed obviously is going to be the same as your walking speed. That would be pretty nuts if you were slowed. Let's see. Control air and water. That's cool.
It's actually interesting that it's not. I enjoy mechanics that kind of hinder you a
really.
bit. So like I would personally have wanted like a swim speed of 60 and a walking speed of 25, 20, something to really just
Sure, because it would fit.
mechanically and
I guess,
yeah, it
but
just-
like, wouldn't they also walk on the seafloor? But I guess they would be not used to like the
But the
lack of
weight?
weight of the water slowing them down. I guess so, but
Yep.
they wouldn't be bothered by it because that's so weird. That is
Yeah.
that is a concept. I kind of understand why it's relatively the same, but that would make sense. So I feel like if you were on land as a fish, you would,
yeah, they do it for the oh, I can't remember that. There's so many races in Starfinder, and I love that game because there's just like 50 billion races.
yeah.
And they do that. So you would be, if you were like a water-bound creature or a creature from like a low gravity area, if you were brought into an area that had, more gravity, your your walk speed would be decreased. But you would then get a boost if you were put back in a different environment, or like if you were out drifting in space, like you have a much faster, mobility
Yeah.
out there because you know how to handle yourself
I also
versus being bound by gravity.
I agree. I also feel like in a way there also should be it should be specific types of water because it would be interesting to see like different types of Triton subraces in the way of like saltwater and freshwater Tritons and just like different things like that. Like if there was like a swamp Triton and stuff like that. But let's see if
Right.
there's probably subraces is it just one race?
I think they're just one race.
That would be. I feel like that would be cool if like they made it like different like water Tritons.
Mhm.
Just like
Yeah, and plus you would have the difference of like like, I mean, if we just look at our own oceans, they're incredibly different. The Atlantic Ocean, creatures are going to be,
Dramatically
created
different.
differently than they would be in the Pacific Ocean. Because
Ooh.
water and whatever else is in that water,
Yeah.
and temperature plays such a big role.
Yeah, absolutely. Like maybe like a Triton in like fresh water would be like a more traditional like reptilian looking Triton as opposed to a more like fish scaly Triton that would be in more like saltwater ocean depths and stuff like that. That would be really cool to explore and maybe like, even homebrew. You got me. You see, that's why I wanted you on here, Gnomes. You got me thinking here. You got thinking outside the box, expanding it.
Fun.
Yeah, it is also fun to kind of like add challenges more as opposed to adding more buffs. But I do like to make my players OP and just like have fun with it. So that way I can throw really hard stuff at them and it still feels
Right,
good.
sure.
Yeah, but that's fair. Okay, cool. So you're trying. We got this. Here's an important question: what color hair?
I think I'm gonna have to go purple.
Okay.
Purple,
Purple
like
hair
a
Triton?
yeah.
I
Do
dig.
like purple hair Triton.
I like it. I like
Do
it.
a nice fun color of the sea.
All right, fair enough. Ooh, so like, would your home be like? Ooh, would you be like a like? Would your Triton home be like a sort of like a coral reef civilization?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like a rainbow civilization full of life and greatness.
Yep.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just so many colors all over the place. Like that's what's so beautiful about the ocean is just how vibrant it is. So absolutely,
I
Triton
feel it
comes from a land like that.
That sounds like something like you would see in the Feywild. That was like more in oceanic areas, and then like
Yeah.
high elves would would go there for like vacation destinations and stuff like that.
Yes. Oh, it's
I
just
love
really
it.
the town is just actually quite secluded, but like it's a tourist trap.
Yeah,
for
exactly,
elves from the Feywild.
exactly. Because they're like, oh, it's bright
Their
and
commerce
colorful
is
and
really good
magical
there.
like me. Oh, look at this. We share the same thing of like looking fancy and have different color schemes, except we have wizard spells at birth or whatever. So fair enough. Okay, so now they're a 5-foot purple haired Triton male. That is what class and also what kind of body structure. I asked body structure more as opposed to weight because weight is kind of varied on what kind of body structure you want. Do you want like track and field strong, like Usain Bolt, or do you want like a really buff looking dude, or you want something that's just like skinny, slim, elegant, more feminine look?
I think for the so I typically I like the stocky builds with them because I'm a stocky built dude, but I think this time just because of like how I'm envisioning like their homeland, this really vibrant color, I think they're going to be a little on the slim side.
Sure, because it's like probably there's like very narrow crevices and cuts and corners through the coral reef, so they have to maneuver and kind of slide their way around a little bit. So probably that may be the case. So, and you'd probably be more vegetarian style eating than like sort of more protein heavy stuff. So that probably might be another
Yeah,
thing
no,
as
that's
well.
really cool. I like that.
All right, cool. So we could definitely do that. So they're like fair enough. They could be like, I don't know how much Usain Bolt weighs because he's super tall, but like something I don't know, whatever. Like we're gonna say like let's see, we're
5 feet, like
95 pounds.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I'm 5 feet, I weigh about 145, and I'm more of a small muscular dude because I do breakdancing. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, it's really fun.
Is there something you don't do? Like you just
I
over.
don't know.
You do all sorts of things.
I do stuff. That's all. But stuff, cool stuff.
Bemmy's tagline.
I got friends that do cool stuff. That's on my tombstone. I did cool stuff.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, I was cool. Just like nodding after life, just like, yeah, I did that. That was me. I lived my best years. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we'll say like 95 pounds or something like that, or like 110. Cause because they could be a slim elegant build, but they could be also like slim track and field. Like, what class are they? That's probably a good way to sort of figure that out.
Yeah, that's the next.
Because they could be like arcane or divine stuff, or they could be like, you know, barb or hunt or like a hunter. Ooh, what would be? I'm looking at this right now. What would be like a ranger underwater in a coral reef? What would that be? Would you have a seahorse mount?
Oh gosh, of course
or
you would
like
have
a seahorse companion? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's also that would be tough though, because if your adventure ends up going on land,
here's hypothetically. Well, here's the thing. Think about this. We're talking about like a very secluded civilization, so probably a lot of the exploration will be underwater, unless you're envisioning themselves as like maybe a political ambassador to like the city that you're from, this coral reef city. So then they do go to a lot of on land stuff, which then you kind of think about what is both on land and sea. And then, like, maybe there's, like, some hybrid, like, fish creature that we could think of that's, like, potential, like, a manatee with 4 legs or something like that.
Oh, my God. Whoa! Whoa! I mean, it's also the fantasy world, so we could really make whatever we wanted.
Yeah, it's very true. It's just magic. There's your answer.
You could definitely just magic this.
You could magic it. I don't know, because like it's weird, because like, you know, it's not as far-fetched as like Durgar riding giant centipedals in the Underdark.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So there is that factor. But I mean, what do you envision them as? Like, do you envision like what is their role in society? This coral reef society that we have made. I think that's even a bigger
middle
question.
Aged.
Okay, they're middle aged. Yeah.
So they're established. They
are established, or they
kind of lived a life,
or they might have lost their title in something as well. They are now working on trying to redeem themselves. Not
this isn't an anime though, Bemi.
No, you're
not
right.
An anime.
You're right. You're right.
There are
D&D
no
is not an
redemption
anime.
arcs.
All right. Well, you never know.
No,
I know.
Love you, Monty Cook. Monty Cook, just Monty Cristo. Wrong. I'm really together. There's some D&D and Overwatch.
Owl's not an anime, but Contenders is apparently. Who knows?
Oh, let's see. What would they be? They're neutral good. They've been established in the town for a while. They're neutral good. They've been.
Let's see. Well, what is the town is very secluded, but so they have to be thriving in some way to be secluded. So what are they thriving in? That's another question as well.
Right.
It's like,
well,
maybe this town is thriving because they have very unique minerals and resources that you can only find underwater in the Feywild, and they could be like rare and exotic pets, food, scales and skeletons. Could be also rich minerals, like very beautiful encrusted sea urchins and stuff like that that are like very rare to find, that are good to sell above ground as like collectors and stuff like that. So they could be a very like huge trading city.
Let's see. How about we go with?
By the way, I'm jacking all this for my campaign.
Oh, it is so weird. just use that's what's so awesome. Like you can have the same character. We could literally build this character.
Yep.
And they would never be the same character.
Exactly. That's the beauty of D&D.
Yeah. Like I enjoy role filling, so I tend to pick a role that will help balance the party.
Sure.
But I think that's just very like World of Warcraft player
thought process, yeah. Or
yeah,
like Overwatch. Are you a filler in Overwatch?
Yep. Oh yeah.
People are like, I'll fill whatever the party needs. Oh, okay, got it.
Well, and we always need a healer or a tank.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I think I'm I think I'm gonna go have some fun, and let's go with sorcerer. And if we were going on the idea that this particular coral city offers rare gems and stone and just like really deep underground, buried within the coral itself, because the coral is life and it helps shape and grant power to some of
That's where the arcane
earth
energy
that's in
comes
there.
from.
That's where the arcane energy comes
Holy crap, that sounds so awesome. Okay.
Yep. This was like they touched something by accident, or they were given this power that was passed down from
what if
family.
there was like an arcane deity of the underwater that made this coral reef civilization? Some ancient underwater like Poseidon like deity.
Mm-hmm. They would I could picture them being this like here's what it is. It is a deity.
Okay.
But they are dead as far as anybody is concerned. It's
right.
so old. It's
like a fairy tale.
Just a myth. Like nobody believes that it's real. It's a story that you were told when you were a child to behave. Don't go down this crevice because so and so will eat you. The coral itself is like the physical embodiment of this worm-like god.
Oh, it's like a capsule or a vessel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so everybody's like living on it and in it, but they don't know because the god isn't awakened yet.
Whoa. Okay. So it's like,
and it's the Feywild, so it could be like 50 billion years old.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Who knows how old anything is there?
That's very true. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm gonna watch back this entire VOD. So there's sorcerer. Cool. Got it. So we'll say, their staff that they channel the arcane energy could be made from like some of the coral reef itself, like a coral reef.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just
like
this
twisted and combined, and then
root of something, and then the coral has grown in it, and there might even be like little creatures living in it.
Exactly. There's like, I was about to say, it's like there's like a starfish on the top or something like that. Yeah. It's like a living starfish, and then like it's just glowing with a little bit of arcane energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, it's like sort of slowing, channeling it, and then like wherever the starfish is facing is where the direction of the the arcane energy goes. Oh, sounds so good. All right, so there's sorcerer. What does the sorcerer do though? Are they sort of like a teacher? Are they a professor at a college of something?
Well, so sorcerers, at least in my mind, compared to like a wizard, they wield raw magic. They have this innate ability to channel magic. So it's not something that they have to study. Exactly.
Right, but there's like,
they could study to
in my
improve.
belief, like in like future times when sorcerers were more developed, they created colleges to sort of help new sorcerers and sorceresses and stuff like that be able to learn how to channel and control it. Because you need somebody to guide. You have this power, but you need somebody to help you, teach you how to control it and channel it and use it to your advantage. Because like that's why I feel like that's why there's wild magic sorcerers, because those are the people that like because like those are the people I feel like
the whole campaign up.
Exactly. Those are the people I always feel like they didn't get the training. So I feel like the ones that so I just feel like that helps sort of separates, and that's why I feel like there's sort of colleges, sort of like more like training, like monasteries.
Right.
In a way, if you will.
So let's see.
So we know it's a sorcerer for a very arcane coral reef city. Is it like in the material plane, the Feywild? I think we're thinking the Feywild just because of the high elves and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with the Feywild.
Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see. The role in society. Like a sorcerer, I feel like a very powerful arcane user in the Middle Age would be like somebody that would be like an ambassador or an or somebody who is a royal escort.
Yeah, like they serve on the court for various purposes. They're never too far away from like the royal family.
Exactly.
Whether it's like a guard or like
Just
a council advisor.
they could be head of security, so they're like staying
Mhm.
by, they're watching the court, making sure that nobody's going around trying to do anything sneaky. They're
Mhm.
doing all the interviews and stuff like that. They're like running a very important role, and they're just like they could be like the childhood family friend of like
Right.
the king or queen of that like
Mhm.
you know monarchy of the city.
I'm reading into the subclass real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Like what type of power do they have? I'm actually kind of liking the storm sorcery. I mean, I love wild magic, but I think somebody with magic that is
Yeah.
uncontrolled would be
Yeah, they
nowhere
would very
near the
very
royal
much.
family.
They would be very much not the
Absolutely
king.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the storm sorcery kind of controls the element of air. And being able to push the air while also having, water manipulation, the power over two elements can really be helpful, both underwater and on the surface.
I would agree.
Oh, I like this line. Whatever the case, the magic of the storm permeates your being.
Ooh. Magic of the storm. Magic.
Yeah, I wonder what supplement this was from. It's not telling me. I wonder if it was from
sounds.
Xanathar's.
I didn't hear this in Xanthar. I think this is one. This sounds like something that maybe would be in Waterdeep.
Mm.
I don't.
Like normally it lists like what book it's from. Let's see. To the Googles. Storms. Sorry.
Let's see. Storm. Looking for it. This feels homebrewed. In a way. But like a really good
Players
one.
Plane shift Calid. Oh no, it looks like it is from Xanathar.
Oh, okay.
Or it was an Unearthed Arcana? No, Unearthed Arcana wouldn't be in D&D Beyond yet.
But it looks like it's from the book, or
Yeah, it's whatever
let's
the
see,
D&D 5e wiki
Storm.
tagged.
Storm. It's called what? It's what's
Storm Sorcery.
Storm sorcery. Okay.
See, and I rarely play magic users, so I don't get the opportunity to look at this very often.
Ooh.
Well, let's click store. Oh yeah, no, this says it's from Xanathar's Guide.
Interesting. Okay.
Cool. Look, of all of the supplemental books that have come out, Xanathar's Guide has been the most absolutely useful and inspiring book that I've played.
It's really
if you are looking to expand your D&D collection, pick up Xanathar's. There's so much in it. It's a
really
solid book.
It is a good book. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so spell slots. Ooh, it's almost like your electric eel underwater.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this looks cool. I like it.
Can speak primordial, which would make sense because they're a group of people that kind of have evolved from ancient area that is just deep and lost and forgotten underwater.
All right, let's go with it.
Yes.
Okay, so a storm sorcerer, who is part of like the head of security for the royal family of this coral reef city, TBD name, channeling the arcane energy. Very cool. So, I like this a lot. What is, By the way, this is a very accepting and progressive city, by the way, to allow a transgender male to be the head of security for the monarchy family.
Of course.
That is so
they
cool.
take pride in that
We're very progressive in society.
Yes, very progressive.
I don't have any cool
and I mean, like,
glasses.
and it's a fish people too, so I don't see them being bound by just by gender.
Yeah.
You know, it's fish are weird. Fish are not humans, so
whoa.
You know, they could have like 8 genders.
Are you sure you want to say this on the internet that fish aren't people? I think we're getting into some deep water territory here.
Oh yeah, you're stirring up some controversy.
Going off the deep end.
Literally.
Yeah, there we go. Edgy fish puns and jokes and water-related things. Let's see. All right, cool. I like this a lot. So, all right, there's sorcerer. They have this like rod, like a coral reef rod with like little fishes and critters like living about it. They got like a little crab that lives in it. I feel like it would have to be something that is just like able to go out and in the water. Let's see here. Okay, cool. So they're like middle-aged. They're 110 years old. They've been around the block. They know their stuff. All right, cool. I think we pretty much established almost everything except for like what they have as like equipment-wise.
Right, which is standard equipment. They have a staff, you know. I mean, it's like an incredible ornate staff.
Do they have any other weapons or just like a light crossbow?
Probably has like a dagger.
Probably. I assume
range
I
protection.
assume they don't really have a cloak like a normal sorcerer because they have to be a little bit more mobile for security purposes.
Right, and loose surface clothing would make absolutely no sense.
Yes, in water as well, no less. Unless they were trying to be super formal. Let's see. A component pouch, of course, or an arcane focus. We're gonna say that, like, I guess the arcane focus would be like the rod, and then it's like channeled with like either like a crab or starfish or some living entity.
Oh, absolutely, because that is the coral gives life to all.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Your staff is a living entity.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love this. All right, cool. Then I think we've established pretty much everything except for the name of the city, and then also the name of your character. Then we have
the naming convention of Triton. That's still sorcerer. Go back even further. Let's go. Click all of the button. Okay.
Well, let's see. Tritons are normally named. Here's some names that they have for male Tritons, which is Chorus, Delnus, Hemus, Keras, Molus, Nalos, Vodas, Zunis, and Triton surnames are like Alosarth, Pumanath, and Vuvazath.
That's a strong family name. Let's go with something like Ralzas.
Ralzas, okay.
Yeah. For last name, Cthulhu to me.
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. That.
Let's do how about Sunadath? Ralzas
Sunadath. Okay, Ralzas Sunadath. How do you spell Sunadath?
Sunadoth.
I like it. Very simple. And then
yeah,
Ralzas.
as it sounds.
Ralzas?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Ralzas soon enough has been born. They sound very important and very powerful. I like it a lot. And fair enough. All right. Well, I guess we have established up top who the heck you are. And well, this has been certainly a fun adventure creating this character, Gnome.
Yeah, this has been so great. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Yeah. So much fun.
Let's try to get him into like a one shot or something. He seems like a lot of fun to play. Awesome.
Oh, I'm so down. I'll run something or I'll play with you anytime, mate.
Yeah, I'll keep you in touch and we'll do a thing. But in the meantime, where can people find you on the interwebs before we find you here?
Oh yeah. You medic pretty much anywhere. You could literally GNOMEDIC, and my name will pop up, and that's what I am on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and wherever else there's internet.
Basically, where else there's internet, there is Gnomes.
Yep. And look, I'm not even a gnome today. Like, what?
I know, right? We broke the internet today by not making you.
Yes, we did.
But either ways, that is also, you could also find me on at Bemmy Esports. If you want to find the VOD for this video, or you want to check out the other episodes previously and prior to this, YouTube is in the YouTube link is below at the bottom right under the stream, which is the B&B Tavern. You can check out, see other amazing stuff. We had the Prison Pals on here before, which is also a friend of ours as well. Both me and Gnomes. Shout out to the Prison Pals. You rock.
Love those kids.
Love those kids. Too good for the world, but we need them still. So
yes,
be too good for the world still, but we still need them. But either way, that's going to be it from us. I've been Bemmy. That has been Gnomes. Let me switch it over there. There it is. Gnomes over here. Bam. There we go. And we are going to see you guys in the next episode. See ya.